We start your 6 a.m. hour with a live look out of Newport this morning. We are seeing heavy rain out there right now. Things are changing by the minute in other parts of our area. Salem is under an ice storm warning, while the Portland area is under a winter storm warning for snow and ice.
So with all that, we have team covers this morning covering both Salem and the Portland area with all the latest conditions. Of course, Rod Hill standing by right there with your forecast. But before we get to Rod, we do want to talk about school closures and delays. Some of the big ones have already called it a day. Portland Public Schools, Salem Kaiser Schools, Beaverton, Hillsborough, Tiger, Tualatin, just some of the districts that are closed already this morning. We have that full list running there at the bottom of your screen, and you can also get more information on all that at KGW.com. All right, now back to Rod Hill. Man, Rod, it was really coming down, the rain was, in Newport a moment ago.
And here's how spotty the weather observations are in terms of change. Chris McGinn is sharing with me the Newport observation that the Weather Service uses is snow, but clearly on the camera, which is located over Yaquina Bay, right along the water, it was rain. We also, as you look at radar, it shows primarily the white, that's snow, but we have multiple reports in Lynn County and now in Marion County that there is icing mixed in, that this is not just all snow. This is moving northward. Portland continues to be dry, probably a good hour away. Maybe it's even 8 o'clock before we start seeing any notable precipitation here in the Rose City. We are tracking east winds. They've been gusting to 40 plus, producing wind chill factors in the teens along the Columbia River. There's Troutdale at 45 and Portland at 41 degrees. Other winds aren't as noticeable, but they're mainly from the north to the east this morning. Temperatures are in the freezing zone. 30 in downtown. It's 35 at McNary Field, which is also a spot that seems hard to believe. I've got to believe there's Kaiser at 31. Most of you are sitting at freezing as this precipitation, which seems to be a snow ice mix, is moving up through our capital city at this hour. So right now, Portland, cloudy but dry, 31. Frigid wind chills in the teens due to the east wind. We will have a dusting to a couple of inches of snow on the ground through the noon hour today. And then at 32 degrees this afternoon, the precipitation is more scattered and it could be a mix of anything. Temperatures freezing to maybe getting above to about 35. Chris, I know you've been watching the reports closely.
Yeah, Rod, thanks for that. I want to take you down to Lynn County real quick. We have been taking numerous calls in our newsroom saying, hey, we actually have freezing rain now. Well, check this out. This is I-5 at Highway 34 near the Tangent or Corvallis exit. And that camera has been glazed over for the last hour. Also note the temperature. 29, right? We go just a smidge farther to the north in Albany, and that is Waverly Drive and Highway 20. That looks like it's got some snow and sleet coverage on there. Unsure of what the precipitation type is here at the moment, but clearly the road has some wintry precip on it. And we go a little farther north up into the Salem area. This is just south of Salem near Enchanted Way, and obviously snow flying there on the ODOT camera. I-5 through Wilsonville, traffic still rolling along just fine as we're not seeing any snowflakes out there just yet. And to Rod's point about the wind, you can see the camera here at the Sylvan Hill being bopped around by the breeze, but so far no major freeway trouble locally. I do want to remind folks, because of an overnight incident, a pedestrian struck on Max tracks. The TriMet alert is for the Max Blue Line disruption. Guys, right now, Max, or I should say TriMet, is using shuttles to serve Blue Line stops between Ruby Junction and Cleveland Avenue.
Thank you, Chris. All right, as we mentioned at the top of the hour, within the last half hour, the Salem Kaiser School District has announced that it will be closed for the day due to forecasted weather conditions.
Ashley Grams is joining us live from Salem right here. So, Ashley, that was a bit of a preemptive strike by the school district there in Salem, but you just told us a moment ago that you're actually starting to see some light snow there.
Just in the last 10 minutes or so, we've started to see a handful of flakes coming down. So I want to take a look up to see if in this street light here in downtown Salem, you can get a glimpse at some of those frozen flakes just starting to come down. And of course, as Drew said, Salem Kaiser schools are closed today. Of course, no sticking snow at this point, no major snow, but the threat of that forecast enough to close those schools, all indoor and outdoor activities, as well as all of those buildings that community members might be using today as well. The school district saying it's possible that they could make this day up again at the calendar year. We did check in with road crews who are standing by this morning. They're ready with de-icer trucks and sanders and plows if we start to see over an inch of snow or so. We'll have more on that coming up in just a minute, as well as another check-in on these conditions here in 30 minutes. Drew, China.
All right, Ashley Grams live for us there in Salem this morning. Meanwhile, crews from ODOT and PBOT have been busy the past few days getting things ready for all of this weather. So yesterday we saw them treating city, county and state roads with the icer and making sure all the plows were ready to roll. In some places, they told us they already have teams pre-positioned, ready to respond.
TriMet also says it's putting heavy-duty chains on some buses and running trains through the night to keep overhead lines clear of ice buildup. Officials say the biggest concern right now is the threat of ice.
The urgent thing about this week's forecast is the freezing rain aspect. You know, if it was just a trace of snow or potentially an inch of snow, that might be some cause for concern, but freezing rain is just dangerous.
Authorities say that road conditions will likely change several times over the course of today and tomorrow, saying that you should not expect a normal drive and not to assume that you can make it home if the trip out was okay. They also say don't leave your vehicle in a travel lane if it becomes too difficult to drive. And Multnomah County has opened a 6th severe weather shelter to help bring people in from the cold. So here's a map of all the locations which will remain open through at least noon today. Now those hours may be extended depending on weather conditions, but all of these are open to people with pets and accessible for those with disabilities. And a reminder for you, if you need a ride to a shelter or help finding one, just call 211.
Local hardware stores have also been busy with customers getting ready for the possibility of snow and freezing rain, as Rod just talked about a moment ago. Thomas Schultz is covering this angle for us live at Ankeny Hardware in Southeast Portland. Thomas, this hardware store has been around for a long time. They're no strangers to weather like this. So what are the workers there saying?
Yeah, well, Drew, they're saying that it's been busy. They expect it to get busier. And just out here live in Southeast Portland, we're getting pretty strong gusts of wind continually, sporadically so far throughout the morning. We're seeing a little bit of salt on the sidewalks that it looks like businesses like Ankeny Hardware have put out. But so far, no de-icer, no trucks on the roadways just yet. But that hardware store, they say that a lot of people, they wait till the last minute before they come and get their supplies, so they're expecting that traffic to pick up a little bit more. Inside the store, it's packed to the brim with salt for driveways and sidewalks, snow shovels line the walls, and there's all kinds of ice scrapers. For days, employees say people have been coming in and out to prepare for the biggest winter storm of the season so far, and workers at Ankeny Hardware stress to get those supplies ahead of time. Don't wait until that snow and ice hits the area.
A lot of people have been coming in and buying those prepared items, but a lot of people wait until the very last second.
So once again, get those supplies ahead of time. And guys, of course, we'll be out here all morning long monitoring the situation here in Portland as we expect that weather to pick up in a couple of hours. Guys.
Thomas, thank you. And we may start seeing scenes like this today, down trees and power lines. According to the Oregon Department of Emergency Management, extra weight caused by snow and ice buildup on trees can cause branches or even whole trees to fall unexpectedly, like what you're seeing there on your screen. In turn, those trees can take down power lines. So if you're walking or driving around, you'll definitely want to be extra cautious. And if you see a down power line, stay away from it. Immediately call 911. Do not try to touch the line. It could be live, even if it looks inactive. And if a power line falls on your car while you're in it, stay inside the car. Do not get out unless there is an urgent threat like a fire. And in cases of severe weather, only travel when absolutely necessary.
With all this weather in the forecast, we're keeping an eye on power outages this morning. So PGE already reporting more than 4,000 customers without power right now, and Pacific Power is reporting 500 customers, again, without power. So with all that in mind, we turn to Rod Hill. Weather impact alert day, winter storm warnings all over the place. Rod, what's the latest behind you?
Winter storm warning for Portland up into tomorrow morning. It's an ice storm warning from the Weather Service for a better chance of significant freezing rain ice accumulation, also up until tomorrow morning. We got our radar data from the National Weather Service, so you can see where it kind of drops out. So I'm assuming they're doing some adjustment to the filtering of what we're seeing. The radar has been showing all snow in Salem, but we have all kinds of reports of freezing rain or some sort of icing mixing in Lynn counties, Marion counties, all the way back into Lincoln County as you start nearing the coast as well. There has been rainy areas where you see the green along the beaches. Our Newport camera has been showing raindrops, for example. We are dry in Portland still. We have cloudy skies. The moisture is moving northward toward us. We're at 31. Temperature 36 in Kelso, 28 in Eugene, where they've had a mix of snow and ice precipitation types down there already. Still very cold out east. You get into the gorge, you get in central and eastern Oregon, you're looking at snow showers today with the mainly accumulations of 1 to 3 inches of snow. Valley forecast does show the potential of some areas being above freezing this afternoon, while other areas will be near 32. Morning snow ice mix with the potential of 1 to 3 inches of snow, mainly this morning into late morning. Afternoon shower mix, could be sleet, freezing rain, rain, snow, depending on temperatures. Breezy cold east winds to north winds, 10 to 25 miles per hour. We've got winds gusting closer to 50 along the Columbia coming out of the gorge. Wind chill factor in Troutdale has been as cold as 12 degrees this morning. Bundle up. And remember, we are expecting widespread snow on the ground later this morning. So before you leave, the winter coat, the boots, be prepared. Have some extra clothing in your car should you run into a traffic jam and you get stalled for a while. Temperatures near freezing to above in southwest Washington this afternoon as well. Forecast high map, 20s in Bend, 20s out east, where there will be generally 1 to 3 inches of snow. It could be 6 inches or more up in the Cascades, a few inches in the gorge. And then you've got the coast. The biggest threat of winter weather along the beach itself will be this morning. I think this afternoon temperatures will warm, and you folks probably stay above freezing, most of you tonight. Maybe not Astoria, but other locations. Our impact alert up for the storm warnings today and to tomorrow. The storm should end by noon tomorrow, if not before, and then we're back to a normal rainy pattern for the weekend. We are having extended coverage on our KGW Plus streaming channel starting at 7 o'clock after this show. Chris McGinnis and I also doing a special forecast chat on our stream at 10 o'clock this morning. Back to you.